Welcome back! Episode 5. We need a plain, simple question. Do you care about what people think about you?
To a certain extent.
Like what?
You know what? In all honesty, if I care 1%, that means yes. Ain't no in between. If you care 1%, you care. I think one of the biggest lies is people saying they don't care what people think. Y'all definitely care. You definitely care what people think. It's like it's your reputation. Like everybody care about their reputation.
It makes you care about shit. You putting questions for people on Facebook. You care about their opinion. These people don't fucking know you. They don't care if you lost 2 pounds 20. Cause only 2 of them know you out of the 150 that like your little 2 pound post.
Welcome back! Episode 5. We done knocked out 5 of them already. Tonight episode, we're going to talk about, does it matter about other people's perception of you? Your friends' perception, your family perception, your loved ones, your ex-girlfriends, your girlfriend's perception. Do you care? That's what we want to know tonight. And I am your host, Willing to Love. My other co-host over here, Reg the Realist. And I always go with Joe the Knucklehead next, but I'm not going over there with Joe. I'm going over here with Angelique Sugar Mama Sparks, my other co-host. And our other co-host in the corner, Knucklehead Lou, is in the building. And we want to say thank y'all for liking and subscribing. That thing going up, up, up each every week. Yes, y'all keep it coming. Tell a friend. Sunday nights we go live at 9:30, so y'all can comment and we can talk about this thing together. So tonight episode we talking about other people's perspective on you. Do you care about what other people think about you? Who want to kick it off tonight? You love honoring first. We going with the realest.
I looked around.
Right. I think other people would like to feed off you, Reg, the realest. You know, people like to fight against you sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
And we y'all get to argue.
Definitely number one hated over here. But I think one of the biggest lies is people saying they don't care what people think. Y'all definitely care. You definitely care what people think. But like it's your reputation. Like everybody care about their reputation. Everybody like this, especially from your peers. You know, so everybody care about that. So you're gonna go like you're gonna always whether it's who you date, what you wear, like your size, like anything that matters. And people will say they don't, but
so I want to ask you a question because I'm getting better at this hosting thing. Okay. So I'm gonna be in and out, and let y'all. So does it count a time, age-wise, where you say, okay, I'm not no teenager. Okay, I'm at this point in my life. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. It don't matter what nobody else saying.
The age when it stop mattering.
Yeah, I'm asking you. It's a question. That's just a branch. It's just
when
a question.
I got like 2 teeth in my mouth and I'm wearing a pamper. I don't really care. Like, what y'all gonna say? Okay. I made it. That's what I'm gonna say. But to the end, it's gonna always matter. This is because it's gonna be your peers. So your peers that I care about what they think now, they gonna be my peers if I'm 90 years old. If they here, you know what I mean. So
I disagree.
Okay.
Because
Wait a minute. I don't want you to disagree right now. Because Reg, you always like, no, let me finish my thoughts.
No, I'm good. I want to hear the feedback.
Okay. So we gonna bounce then.
I want to hear.
Let's bounce.
You make it back around to
right.
So my rationale, I think, as you mature, the opinion, different people's opinion matters to you in a different way. When you're younger, like you said, your peers might matter. As you evolve, it's more of a space of where you want to be in life. And then that is not so much their opinion, but now more of your opinion or your perception of yourself and how you carry yourself. That's what matters more versus when you're younger, yes, you'll lie and be like, I don't care what nobody think as you in the mirror 52 hours trying to get your hair cute for somebody who ain't even looking at your baby. Yeah. As you evolve and you grow further in life, now you just want to represent yourself in the best way. It's not necessarily what other people are going to think. It's how would I see myself? How do I want to represent myself? And so that's where it's a shift though, because as you mature, the maturation of a person alters everything.
Okay.
At one point in time, like you said, Joe, it'll be your peers. Then when you start dating more, you might care what your mate thinks, or but then as you become more and more evolved, now let's say you're married. You care what you all look like as a unit. It's not just you. You can't be on social media or something making yourself look a fool and be like, but my husband wasn't right there. People gonna look at him like, this nigga married a whole clown. Or vice versa. So like how those are the things that tend to like it's more like the representation of the full person. It's not necessarily that you care so much about opinions. It's like, let me represent myself in the best way possible so that I know you can say what you want, but my character and how I carry myself hold more weight than your or how you assume I am. You see what I'm saying?
So you saying it's an age thing?
I think as you get older, yeah. Not even so much necessarily age though, because we know some old fools. I think it's just as you mature, your perception of opinions and all.
I still think it depends on not more age. I think it still depends on like what it is, probably. So certain stuff you might not care as much about when you get older.
Absolutely.
But it's still certain stuff. I don't care how old you is.
Right.
You still like, I don't want to
because it's like when you're younger.
Because
like when we're younger, like we talked about with dating. Most women, guys, y'all might not be like us. Women, we have a list. That list get modified like a motherfucker. Like the 25-year-old list and the 38-year-old list, they're not the same. Right. Because you learned what was more important versus what wasn't. When you're younger, vanity is what molds you. Vanity, how something looks. As you mature, you figure out the substance, the meat and potatoes of something.
You know, the one thing that might change, that might do change is like especially when you're younger, you care about who you dating. Like what I'm saying is, you want the girl you with, you want her to look good or whatever, and vice versa. You probably get around like 40, your standards probably lowered a little bit, you know.
It's
and
not
y'all
that
probably
they lowered, you
like
modified.
Looks wise. You probably cared looks wise at 24.
Yeah,
at 20.
Because you
But
learned
like
it
40,
might
you
not
probably
change.
look around probably like this ain't nobody I would have dated back in my day.
because it becomes less superficial.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like when you're younger, if you like big titties, you looking for older big titty girls.
I love her.
You don't really care if she's
I'm 42. I'm 42. That's a good subject. I'ma be in love forever.
But you see what I'm saying? Like if that's your attraction, you ain't looking at their face. You just looking at titties.
Hey man, you a prophetess? Some things is a must-have. Some things,
I've seen men be breast and butt men who end up marrying a chick that go straight up and down like 6 o'clock because they learn that substance trumps that physicality. The vanity, it fades.
Definitely.
Think about all the girls that was real cute in high
don't
school.
know.
They asses spread like mayonnaise.
Yeah. They started off right, but
And then some people that wasn't a bit so as you mature and you find things to pour into, and as you level up in life, what the hell I care about the opinion of my peers on Facebook who I know probably don't do nothing but sell weed and shoot dice. I don't give a shit what they think. But as I evolve and go in certain places in my life, that's the crowd that that's the energy I'm trying to gravitate to.
That's you. That's you.
But I'm saying most people as they mature, you don't give a shit about the mindset of the nigga that's 28 who only come to you because you the known.
I got a question.
Right. You're right.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find a way to fight with you tonight. Because me and you always be on the same page.
My question, okay. I mean, you look like you used to probably be in the 80s. Like,
she look like she's in the 80s.
So in the 80s or whatever.
Nigga, I was 6 in 88. I don't know.
Oh, well, okay, damn.
I'm only 8 years old.
Okay, but I was going to say, well, okay, I'm not even going to say you. Okay, when Jerry curls was popping, like, you like that, right? Like,
I wanted a curl.
I wanted a curl too.
Right, but would you wear a Jerry curl right now?
I don't like hair now, so it's not.
would you just come in here like it was cool then?
Now I'll be honest. I'm probably the poor person to ask because I hate all things trendy. So if I see everybody else doing it, I'm probably going to gravitate to not doing it just because I don't like doing what everybody else is doing.
Okay.
That is just a part of probably me standing out. Me being different. Some people are the type that are always going to do
with the trend.
Like some people that's just going to always buy whatever iPhone just came out. They have to stay with the what's popping. Now people like that, to me, it kind of speak about some of their character. Because when are you ever settled? When is it all? When are you gonna be good? Or it's always you always have to be with what's new.
But I guess to feed off of that, I don't know. You gonna let him go? I forgot he was here.
No, because he sit like that.
He been patient tonight.
Me personally, I think it's generational. I think that it depends on what era you're born in. I think if you're born from like 70 on up and you get into this technology world, I don't care how old you get, you're going to always be in that world. You're going to always be in there, I have to impress everybody world. Because you on that little hot box, you on that phone, you on that little blue app. Whatever's trending, I don't care what nobody say, you're going to fall into it because you don't want to be left behind. I have a father, he's 66 years old, he'll come outside and don't care what he got on. He don't care what nobody think of him, you know what I'm saying? And I think when you born in them 50s, them older people, they don't care what people think of them because they don't know how to use this social media, they don't know what's popping and what's not. That's how I feel. But I think if you were born and you know how to use these phones, you gonna get pulled and gravitated towards trying to fit in and trying to do what everybody else do. It's just, you gonna do it when you 70 because you know how to use a phone. It's not going to change. Peer pressure.
Yeah, it's not gonna change because I see grown people who doing stuff that 7-year-old kids doing it, TikToking and
I
can't stop.
I explained to a friend before, like I couldn't imagine my mother coming outside doing the dances we did when I was 15.
You can imagine your mama busting challenge?
These girls now,
I think they was
doing videos with their daughters.
But I mean,
I think all that stuff.
in our defense though.
It's not no defense for that.
No.
No, it's not cool. It's not cool.
Period.
No,
it's not cool.
Certain challenges.
It don't look cool.
No. First of all,
my mama wasn't coming to no parties. Bro.
First of all,
She wasn't coming to no basement party. To a basement party with me?
No,
with
not
me?
with you. Not with you.
No, look, this is what I'm saying.
All this stuff.
If her daughter threw a party, she would be there. No, my mama not coming in the basement.
I mean, I might.
When you was having
I'm
parties
talking about dances and stuff you saying. All that stuff just going.
In my defense,
back then they was doing stuff too. It just wasn't no camera around.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. If you got a mama that's a drinker or just a fun mama, she might not. There weren't camera
phones and stuff. There's no
such
thing as a fun mama that's born in the 50s.
Bullshit.
I'm sorry. Not like the mamas now. Not like the mamas now.
How do you know?
Heck, show me one.
I mean,
show me one.
I hope they not like that.
There is no woman that was born in the 50s acting like a female that's born in the 80s or 70s.
And you say show.
She's not.
How I'm supposed to show?
No.
Google it. Google it. Internet is something, bro.
Here's the
Internet is something, bro.
Here's the difference.
Stop it, man.
There weren't camera phones. Because, I don't know, everybody mama might have been like, well, what's that little dance y'all doing, the butterfly? They gonna make fun of it. They not trying to do it. They don't want to be recorded. They don't want you putting them on no damn
These
live.
mothers now do the dance better than the kids.
It depends on the person.
Man, get out of here, man.
But you gotta think too.
Stop it. Every female, I think every person that was born from there want to be in the in crowd. You can't tell me you ain't got no pictures in your phone of you doing something that kids
right hand to God, I don't. Because I just told you, I don't like things. I hate TikTok, okay?
Look,
I think the shit came from the devil.
Hey, look. You can sit up here and talk my ear off till I'm blue in the face. But check this out. Guess what? When glasses first came out, they was thick as this.
Yeah.
You got some fancy glasses on now because They look cute.
That's not
No,
hot.
this is my prescription though.
Okay, but you gotta
I'm
tell
very
them how you want them though. You gotta tell them how you want them.
And I
You
get
gotta
it.
walk in the, you gotta walk in the hair salon and say, I want my hair like this. You're not gonna go in there and get no big old curls in your
Like
head.
I was saying right
That's
there.
like I just said. If you can sit up here and say I'm not in the trend and stuff like that, but trust me,
Somewhere,
what?
somewhere
It don't-
another,
look,
you in it.
if this how I always say it to people. If you in jail, you wouldn't care how you look.
And that's understandable.
You know why? Because you
You look
not
like
attracted to
everybody
women.
else.
Only reason you dress up and come out the way you trying to entice the opposite sex of what you're attracted to.
But let's keep it a buck.
And what the opposite sex attracted to is what's going on right now.
That's bullshit.
Nobody want to
We
be
get-
outcast.
From a woman, we get more damn attention going
From a
down.
human.
From a human. But if we're keeping it a buck, women will attest to this. We can get our hair freshly done, makeup beat to the gods, post that picture on social media, and yeah, we'll get 700 likes. But you want to know when you get attention? When you run to the store with your hair in a ponytail and some jogging pants. Men don't.
But what does that mean?
That
What
Men like that.
But what I
If
said
men
that.
didn't like it, you wouldn't do it.
No, because women are opinion.
And
That's
then-
not true.
and then
No,
like
but
it,
the
and then
If men
reality,
didn't like that, you wouldn't do
that's
it.
not true. A lot of times, y'all don't like them long ass eyelashes, but them bitches is walking around looking like snuffleupagus.
And that's why
Because
them women that's self-enough is that wearing them big old windshield wipers on their face.
That's
it's
what
busters.
Because
They
not
get
all.
put on their place.
The reality is, people like what they like, whether it's trendy or not. There's a fine line between trying to fit in and liking what you like.
Come on, man.
So I'm gonna ask.
Okay. It goes back to what he just asked you.
Wait,
It goes back to what Wes just
I'm
asked you.
gonna see what he.
You like the curls when you was in high school, cause you ain't gonna sit up and tell me you was born in '82 and you wasn't wearing colorful and living colors like Keanu Wayne was wearing, right?
Them cross
The
colors.
cross colors.
My mama didn't have that.
Well, did you like it though?
Sometimes.
Okay, so why you don't wear it now? Cause you can find it.
It ain't
trendy.
No, it's not trendy.
And-
It's not trendy.
And I'm older. What the hell I look like going to do hair
But-
and orange and damn
But I
gold?
bet you. But watch
Tell them.
this. But I bet you.
Young man didn't develop.
My
You're
mind
not-
evolved.
you're not-
But I bet
I'm
you-
not 12.
But I
So I
bet
don't
you.
need Carl Canal.
But soon as it get back hot, just like felines wasn't hot for about
And I
2
still
years.
don't own a damn pair of
I'm saying,
Levi's,
they
'cause I don't
want
like how they
people
make
to
my feet look.
So
Like certain things, it's a big difference between something transitioning and becoming back hot or whatever. Certain things is timeless. I've been carrying a damn Coach purse all my life, and guess what ain't went out of style? A goddamn Coach purse. A Gucci never went out of style. A Louis Vuitton, they don't go out of style. Certain things are timeless. Now,
But says who?
but it's based on the
I
individual.
said who?
I don't like that.
Who said it's timeless?
I don't like that.
Who
Because
says timeless?
when
Certain
it's stuff
things-
timeless.
Who says
Certain
timeless?
things fashionably are
Who
timeless.
says it?
According to the
According
way
to who?
Like
according
fashion
to the trend.
Not
According to the trend.
Because right now, if I
why you
if I
yelling? Why you yelling?
okay, because right now, if I'm looking in the store and I see a nice old outfit and I'm like, man, this look good. I want this. Then I go over and be like, oh shit, this ain't FUBU. I know nobody
Why you yelling?
wears
Why you
FUBU.
yelling?
Nobody wears FUBU no more. So I'm not finna put that. I'm like, I'm good. I'm just go to the next thing. But that's only because it's just in my head.
But
It's
like,
in my head.
but-
So
And-
that's so. In other words, no. I'm the quarterback. In other words, so you do care about what people think about.
To a certain extent, I feel like that's gonna make me look like a fool. I ain't finna go out here look like no damn fool. Nobody wear.
Why?
But what's messed up though?
Why you think it's because what
because
you
it's
think your people
automatically
gonna
now.
say?
It's automatically. It's just built in our head.
Not ours. Don't say ours.
say yours.
Say that because it's your
It's
opinion.
built in this society's head.
In your
Maybe
head.
not every single
Society
person.
dictates
but
what
it
you do.
is.
It's your head.
Society dictates what we do.
It's your head.
No, I would explain like this to you, Will.
And Joe, I feel like you're an oddball. So I don't feel like you
No,
go with
No, I don't
a lot
go.
of
I don't go with a lot of
trends
stuff
and
because
stuff.
that's how I totally feel like you shouldn't care about nobody feel but the person that you care about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, the reason I say society dictates what you do is because
They don't
the
dictate what
consumer-
you do. They dictate what you see.
Yes.
no, they dictate what you do.
No, they
They
dictate
dictate
what
what
you
you
what
buy
you do.
into. They dictate
They
what
can't
you
tell you
They-
what you buy into
they
because
pump-
you can't buy it.
Exactly. So
They won't
pump-
put it in
so
stores
they
if
pump
it's not
What
somebody
he's
active.
saying is They pump it out.
They
to
pump
make
it out.
you.
Have you ever been like, I ain't like this song, and then you heard it every day on the radio and be like, girl, this is my song.
Because they pumping it out.
That's what I'm trying to
exactly
tell
what
you.
we
Society
said.
dictates what you do.
No,
They
As long
don't
as they
dictate
keep,
what you do.
yo, our brains are sponges.
It's
If it keep
programmed.
on going into our head, we're going to start doing it.
That's programming. That's still not.
you're
You
sorry.
at the end of the day can make a choice.
If-
and
if-
say,
if-
I don't
if-
want
Alright,
you
you
got-
think-
If
you
you
think-
got if you got this little thing, you program.
Absolutely.
I don't care what nobody says.
I don't deny
Every
that.
human on this earth that got this thing and go on down, spend more time on this, then they got spending a newspaper or something. You program.
But But what I'm saying is, as
You
you
can be-
mature,
Huh?
depending on what your business is and what you do for a living, you can still control or uncontrol that device.
Nah.
If I know people that are not tapped into social media at all, in no realm of the imagination.
Okay.
They don't give a shit about what they wear, what they like, what's comfortable. But they are not the majority.
Can I ask you say you wear what's comfortable, right?
I want
You say you wear what's comfortable, right?
to ask the
I wanna ask you something. I wanna
plain
ask-
simple question.
Go ahead.
The plain simple question: do you care about what people think about you?
To a certain extent.
Like what?
You know what? In
Exactly.
all honesty, if I care 1%, that means yes. Ain't no in between. If you care 1%, you care.
I say so. Do you care?
Yes.
Okay. Do you care what your family think about you?
Yes.
So if your family says, Joe, I don't like this woman for you, what are you gonna do? And if you like her, what are you gonna do?
No. I care what they think about me, but they can control my life.
Mhm.
See, when you care what people think about you, you tend to lie. You tend to try to skirt around everything they ask you.
Yes,
That's what you do when people come- But you still gonna move the way you want to move.
Control your life.
But you still gonna move the way you want to move. We can sit here and say,
Not
all day,
always.
don't nobody control
Not
my
al-
life.
not
You can
always.
say don't nobody control your life.
Exactly.
We can all say nobody control our life. But the question I was gonna ask, piggybacking off you saying nobody control your life, your most comfortable state is when you at home. You don't care what you got on when you at home. The first thing you do when you get home as a woman, what you do? Throw that bra off. You can walk outside like that. But your perception of what people look at you when your titties are hanging will make you put a bra on.
No. You want to know what makes me put a bra on?
Okay, Joe.
Come on,
Okay.
If I'm being
Are you
honest-
serious?
You're very convinced.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
No.
Go ahead, tell me what's gonna make you put a
No,
bra on.
there is some validity to what you're saying. But most women, for that bra analysis, our breasts are heavy, so it's uncomfortable to just have this damn thing. Just like you wanna be relieved.
But okay, so you don't
hang it
want to
all
be
day
comfortable
either.
You don't want to be comfortable all day?
Like I said, it's
Why you yelling? Why you're yelling?
It's a
What's going on?
It's a relief to take it off, but again, you depending on how big your breasts are, it's not extremely comfortable to let them hang all day either.
You got a question for me? Anybody can get it.
I'm
What's your
saying
question?
though, like I see you wear trendy stuff.
Uh-huh.
So like, do you wear it because you really like it? You see it's hot and you like, okay, this look good on me. Cause I mean I'm just still not finna just see you everything you wear is trendy. So
Okay.
like what's like
So what's
the
my
majority
So my
come out,
question to you is, do you care what people think?
I personally, I feel like I know what looks good on me. You know, at this age and been around the block, I know what compliments me. I know what I feel good in. You know, certain stuff make you feel a certain way. Certain type of dress clothes make me, I might be looking like a fool. Cause I be having those shiny suits. I be having glitter. I be having all different types. But certain clothes make me feel a certain type of way. So that's why I go to certain type of clothes to make me feel a certain type of way in that point in time. And
would you ask somebody like man, how do I look though? They be like,
no, I wouldn't
take
ask
that
them
off.
because I feel it.
Take that off. You
Now,
know what I mean?
people have told me to take that off. People have told me, what do you got on? But it's how I feel, man. I feel like it look good, and I rock it with pride, man, because it's a certain feeling you get, you know, and it can be garbage.
Now, has that been your mindset your whole life, or did you evolve to think like that?
No, that haven't been. It's been like what people think. Okay, this is the next size thing. You gotta get it because you gotta have it on. You gotta be. That show you got money. That show you this. That show you cool. That show you popular. But like I said, at this age now, I know what I like. I know what I feel looks good on me. Like, I didn't got older and I didn't got into jewelry like my dad. I didn't used to wear jewelry. I'm like, God, I'm turning into my dad.
Yeah. Or like women, we do it. Different people. Like he stated, social media, that little blue Facebook, all that. It will make you catch. It's the old term. Might be before your time. It'll make you catch the vapors, and it'll make you feel like you got to chase what everybody else is doing. Now, for me, I've been plus size predominantly my whole life. A lot of stuff didn't come in my size. So that kind of molded my mindset on not desiring it. I don't want this shit because it looked like I squoze in it. I don't give a damn if it say Gucci. It's not my size. Baby fat. When she made a plus size edition, the shit look, I wore it because it was hot. It was the 90s. As I grew, it was like, no, you could just get a cute pair of Ashley Stewart jeans and be cuter than in baby fat. So the label didn't matter, but it took for me to mature, and it took for me to purchase my own things, and it took for me to. You can't always go with the flow of the crowd. You're gonna always semi-care, what or not.
It's how he said it though. It's no semi-care. It's no almost care. No 1%. If you care about just 1%,
If that's your rationale, that's fine.
Right,
You can.
So
If you don't, you might grow to not. You might not grow to. You might care. And when you're younger about what the masses say, and as you get older, you might care more about what the Lord say. You might gravitate more to a spiritual aspect. You're caring about something. Care is in there, but your why changes.
And you can care about how your husband, how he feel about
that's like,
this
okay,
outfit.
prime example.
You know.
I like a good good V-neck cut shirt, okay? That might not ever change. I might be 80 and like a good V-cut shirt. But over time, if I'm with somebody or my husband be like, ooh, baby, you just can the V go to more like a scoop because you just so. I'm going to be considerate of that. It's not that I no longer desire a V-cut shirt, but my mind, I mature past. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable because I got to be out here like, hey. That's all. It's not necessarily that your care just gets redirected.
Right.
It's not about you're gonna care on some realm and it's how you're raised.
Definitely.
Like he said, it's generational to a certain extent, but some people they are
stuck in their way.
And some people are raised to be materialistic.
Yep.
Some people are groomed to care from the mama, the grandmama, everything has to be
and don't have no money in their bank account.
They don't have anything worth real wealth. Some people, if they came from nothing, when they do amass a certain amount of wealth, they are driven by things. I gotta look like I got it because it was so long when I didn't have it. Once you reach a mental space though, that you like, this shit don't define me, you be more worried about the stuff that really, like you really be worried about, let me own my home, let me purchase property, let me do this, let me get this. Because it really don't matter, and this ain't a jab at nobody. Some people love a bag. Some people want a Louis, and that's dope. Some people want an Hermes, a Celine bag, and all that. But when you got all that and you pull up to a rental property or an apartment,
hey, look,
and they only know about that stuff because, like he said,
hey, look,
social media.
Look. Side note, this I tell you how much I don't care about that. I don't even know none of that stuff you're just named besides Louis. Hermes.
You know it.
I don't even know I walk in the store and ask for that crap.
You know it. You don't know the proper.
No. I don't know it because I don't look for it. It don't impress me.
Because it's neither here nor there.
Right, but I also feel like you dress to who you want to attract.
Or the crowd that you want.
Or you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a different energy.
So exactly, it's you trying to impress, like I said, you trying to impress who you want to impress. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get their attention, so this is what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel. So when it comes to that, I feel like that I'm going to go back to what I said, man. If you own this little box and you all over social media and all over the internet, it's hard for you not to be peer pressured into falling into what America wants you to do.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard, man.
A lot of grown people struggle trying to keep up with the Joneses and struggle trying to have all their kids in Jordan struggle when they don't even have to.
You know what I don't get about the one thing I don't get about the Jordan stuff. Like we do know he's a basketball player. He's not a fashion person. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I was at a store one time and this girl was like, "Man, these Jordans cost $200. These supposed to be comfortable." I said, "No, they ain't.
No,
they was made to play basketball in." You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like
And
these
I
people
had a
see this fashion
perception-
stuff and jump right into it head first. Like, no, I'm just trying to fit in. You know what I'm saying? And then when it hurts your feelings when you know they don't accept you.
And I had a perception of
so
like even with Jordans, I love Jordans, but I had a perception of these is shoes.
Right.
They on the ground. I don't care. I have so many pair of Jordans that I just start cutting grass in, do snow. I don't care nothing about it. People like, why are you cutting in them Jordans? Man, I don't. These are shoes. They made for the ground.
They made for the ground.
They made for the ground. What do you? I'm supposed to worship these things? No.
But that's like I think but again, it's just it's an awareness thing. Yeah, you care, but your care once you get more in tune with your style player, like you said, you don't know nothing about some of them names because that shit don't mean nothing to you.
Nothing.
It don't define you.
Nope.
Everybody when they tap into their star player, they get a little different. But social media, if you're not up here with it, you will be lost. That shit have you going to restaurants that don't even got shit you eat on the menu because you be like, they didn't put everybody say I got to go here. But you don't eat seafood, so I'm not really sure why you do that. But it can be a driving force if you let it. You have to control how much when we was kids, what they used to call TV. Don't sit there and watch that idiot box. Well, social media has turned into the idiot box by phone. You gotta monitor how much you consume, because if you consume an excessive amount of it, it will get into your psyche. You will be feeling inadequate. You will be feeling like you got to compete with people you don't even damn know, and they don't know it. And then you start. You know what? You're absolutely right. It makes you care about shit. You putting questions for people on Facebook. You care about their opinion. These people don't fucking know you.
Don't know you.
They don't care if you lost 2 pounds, 20.
Don't know.
Because only 2 of them know you out of the 150 that like your little 2-pound post. I'm down 2 pounds. Say that shit to your friends. The people who saw you struggle, eating lettuce and shit. Facebook don't give a damn. But you got to grow to that point. Everybody don't start off like that. Some people are more confident or more in tune with themselves than others. Some people, it take them a while to get there.
And like with me and my family, I love my family, and my mother opinion, my family opinion is important to me.
Right.
And they try to treat me like it's coming to America in my family. My family wants to pick a wife for me. Hand picked. It ain't about me. It's about what they see and what they want. So I respect my mama. I respect my family opinion. But ultimately I have to be a man and say I have to make this choice. I cannot let you pick the woman or person you want me to be with. You know what I'm saying? I take your suggestions. I take it, but I'm the one that's gonna have to deal with this woman. They may be all good in front of you and front good to mama and this and that, but you don't know this person, so I'm the one. So I care about their opinion, but you can't let other people's opinion control you. I don't care if it's their family, your family, or whatever. You ultimately gotta make the tough decision on what you want to do, man. And sometimes people allow their family or their friends to put them in a box, and they go by whatever their family. Girl, this man is perfect for you. This man, look at his job, this and that. Look what he do, and they just gonna sell you to him, and you like, I'm not attracted to him. How do he treat his kids and this and that? It must be other stuff that's important to you that, you know what I'm saying, that means more than what your family says. So for me, it's about being a strong individual, man. So I respect what people think, you know, but ultimately it's my decision, and I'm ultimately always gonna go with my decision and ride or die how I feel, you know.
Yeah. Like that's That's how it should be. I think opinions, like what the old people say, opinions is like assholes. Everybody got one.
I thought that was excuses.
That
Opinions too.
Opinions, all of them. They kind of all roped in the same box.
Okay, baby.
The reality of it though is you have to pick and choose what you let weigh and play major roles in your life.
Yeah.
And you gotta figure out, everybody don't have your best interest at heart. So their opinion or their perception or whatever, people can try to sell you on what they want you to do, because at the end of the day, they want to be the puppeteer who kind of controls you.
Yeah.
But like Lou said, opinions, they do matter. We'd be lying if we said they don't.
Mm-hmm.
They matter back in the day, they matter now. The difference is now they're more seen on the forefront. Think about it. Back in the day, our grandmamas would be dressed up from head to toe to go to the damn grocery store. It wasn't because they was trying to nab nobody, they had a husband, but that generation was built on you look good at all times. You have to represent yourself at all times. So that was what they were distinguished. I wish we could get back to that era. Because at least it was, you know, it's over with. Killed it. Social media killed it.
Man, that's over with.
But, you know, I think that as you mature, the different opinions matter. Opinions matter, but how they affect you change. It's not the same. It don't make you feel a certain way. When you was a kid, if your mama ain't like something that made you feel a way, and you like, well, I don't like that no more. You get grown, you be like, you know, Mom, green don't look good on you. Well, I fucking like green, so I'm with it over.
And as I have got older, it seemed like I go against the grain more.
Yeah.
You know, the more you try to tell me do this or do that, I feel like that really makes me want to do the opposite of what you telling me to do. I don't know if that's just the rebel in me. It's definitely a rebel inside of me. So I like to do the opposite. It's some people who say they don't give a rat's behind about what nobody thinks, and I have had friends like that. They really don't care at all.
It's a small percentage of people like that.
Yeah, they're not the majority.
They're not the majority, but just let everybody know they out here. So I'm not saying, we can't say everybody don't care, because there's some that.
I better not see nobody comment saying that they don't, and I know you do. I'm gonna call you out.
Well, Knucklehead Lou, what's your final thoughts on this subject, man, about people's perceptions of you, man?
My final thoughts is that, like I stated, you know, I think it's generational. Like I said, I think if you own one of them little boxes, you know, with them phones, you care what people think. That's pretty much my perception on it. Me personally, I care to a certain extent. The most important person thoughts that matter to me is my wife. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as long as she okay with it, you know what I'm saying. Fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I have a saying.
What's your saying?
My saying is,
it's gonna be good.
As a man,
look at the camera, man.
As a man, if she don't get your dick hard, if they don't get your dick hard, fuck what they say. Simple as that.
Huh?
But some
because
people
that don't
make
matter.
jump
What?
on everybody.
What?
That's my saying.
That was
so
so
If they don't get your dick hard, fuck what they talking about. Because they don't matter. They don't matter.
Well, let's just hope that
You know what you
only
could
got
say?
asked for.
You know what you could say? That's what that's your saying.
No, think about it. Like,
I get what you're saying.
I've heard people. The only personal opinion that should matter to you, the person you love. Why should you give me the power to tell you or dictate what you
I
wear?
knew what you were saying.
But did you just
why should you
saying like
But you are very
I-
convincing how you when you
I
start
tell
bringing it
people
back.
that.
You
I
was
tell
too
people
wrong.
as far
So
as-
bring it back
as
so
far
we
as-
can make sense.
As far as making me mad,
Break it down,
anything,
Joe.
why should I let you control my energy and you don't do nothing for me?
He basically
Nothing
saying,
at all.
What you eat don't make me shit. That's what you want to say.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what? You don't do nothing for me
That
at
makes
all.
sense to him.
I don't come home to you
Right.
or nothing. Why would I let you control my
But you
daily
said,
activity?
whoever don't make
As
your
a
penis
man?
get up.
Right.
Your wife ain't the only one that make your penis get up. So that ain't nothing personal. But she ain't the only one that make your penis get up.
That's what I was thinking that, but I was gonna mind the business.
Okay.
Hey,
What you mean? Like what?
She ain't the only one that
What
make
you
your penis
said,
get
it
up.
makes
You said,
yes, she do.
Okay, you gonna have
Yes,
a good
she do.
house. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, she do.
Where's the realest?
Ain't nobody. Hey, I ain't trying to talk
Come
to
on,
you,
sugar
man.
mama, give me your final thoughts, cause we gotta get. He rocked us with that one. So we gotta gather ourselves over here.
I genuinely feel like opinion. Everyone cares. I'm more concerned about how I represent myself now versus how everyone else, or so much of letting other people. I've played that game of letting people's perception take how I view me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm more focused on how I view that. Let me be good with me. Because really, what the hell you think ain't gonna matter if I still look at myself with the side out or whatever. So I have to do what's most gratifying for me and how I want to be represented. Opinions matter, but you take them and you leave. Chew up the meat and spit out the bones. Take what you need and then keep it moving. Because some opinions or criticism is valuable. They're not all bad.
Right.
Yes, it is.
They're not all bad.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Because some people can give you a reflection of something that you might not have ever even thought of, and it'd be like, damn, I didn't think of that.
Right.
So it's not bad. It's when you use someone else's thoughts and views to control everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's kind of like you like Vicky from Small Wonder. You're just a robot. You don't have your own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Because even with your mates,
From what? Small Wonders?
Yeah, it's an old show, man.
Oh, okay.
you old enough, nigga. Don't act like you don't remember Small Wonder. But you don't want to be, even for your mate, you don't want to be a robot. You have your own damn
Right.
thoughts. And you do not want to turn into that person who is whatever you say, babe. No,
Right.
the hell no. Because at some point, that shit get old too.
Facts.
But, you know, opinions are opinions. Everyone has them. They can mold or shape you in some realm. Don't let them define you. That would probably be my final thought.
All right, go ahead, Rich.
Keep it simple. Everybody care. I don't let it define me, but it's a factor. It plays a factor, and it's probably gonna always. If you're being completely honest, you're gonna always care what people think. I would hope you don't let it control you. So I'm kind of like him a little bit. I'm gonna always still do my own thing and go against the grain, but I'm gonna always still hear that other voice and be like, okay, yeah, maybe this not a good idea to put this on or to do this or whatever. So I'm a, and I'm a.
So you ain't wearing no jabos this weekend. That's
Nah,
what you
I
say.
ain't put no jabos on.
I'll put some jabos on. God damn it.
But one thing I just don't like, this is my final thing. I just hate that. Like you just said, put the jabos on. That's not cool. Everybody gonna laugh. Probably look what he got on. But then if Lil Baby or Drake gonna wear it in the video, everybody like, oh, they bringing him back and that's cool. Now I don't like that though. So still do what you gonna do. I mean, make your own decision. But yeah, we care.
Okay, well, my final thought on this subject is I have been in a lot of stereotypical situations that caused me to be the way that I am. Me being a spiritual man and growing up in the church where people say, how can this man be a preacher and stuff like that and have long hair, and this guy be a preacher and he don't wear suits to service every Sunday. You know, that stuff when I was younger, I was thinking like, you're right, I have to dress this type of way, I have to wear these type of shoes, I have to look this certain way every Sunday for me to be considered a man of God. But when I grew up and just like, this don't have nothing to do with my relationship, I grew out of people's opinion, so I went against the grain. I started growing my hair to show people it doesn't matter if I have braids, dreads. That doesn't matter with my relationship with God. I can still be holy, be a saint, be a preacher. I can wear Jordans. It doesn't have anything. So many people try to make you look a certain way on the outside, but on the inside you filthy. You can look clean and dressed a par, but on the inside you filthy. So my thing has always, I don't have to look a certain way. I know the type of man I am, so my personality and the type of man I am is going to stand out more than what I have on. So I have gone against the grain, and I hope I can relate to more people like that who like me, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I go against the grain a lot, because I know the way I dress doesn't dictate the type of man I am, or say I'm lesser than a man or a saved man. So that's my final opinion on that. So we thank y'all for tuning in to this episode 5, man. So we want you guys to share this on your social media. We want you to like and subscribe, tell a friend. We thank y'all, and we'll be back next week. Tune in next week at 9:30. We go live on YouTube. We out.
Yep.
Peace.